We are... in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trailblazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Back in Portland, the Trailblazers kick off the beginning of the homestand.
And there's history, some bad blood between these two teams that makes it all the more interesting.
These are two clubs that know each other well, the strengths, the weaknesses. It's going to be a tactical battle.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
Tonight featuring backcourts that can absolutely, Steve, light it up. When you were playing, who are some of the toughest guards to defend in the NBA?
Well, Kevin, first you say the Michael Jordans, but the quick guards, because I was a 6'8", kind of methodical, slow guy. I didn't like the Iversons, the Muggsy Bogues, all those guys, they just running around. They were tough.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And Portland with the ball. Pass to Dinwiddie. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Dinwiddie's got his first 2 points of the night.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Inside. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And Thompson sends it back.
Don't underestimate Klay Thompson on the defensive end. Perfect timing on the block.
Pass to Vonleh. Another shot. No good off the back of the rim. Now here's Bagley. And a wide open look for Porter. Buries the long-range jumper.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Vonleh. Over Lopez. Good D by Lopez. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
I like the way Klay now studies a defense and makes great decisions with the ball.
Johnson goes in. Here's Biyombo. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Biyombo's got his first points of the game. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Portland leading. Bogdanovich wide open. Sinks the triple.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Out to the wing. Here's Valanciunas. Makes it off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6.
That wasn't an easy finish from Valanciunas. The big man didn't have a good look, but got it to drop anyway.
The wide open look here for Vonleh. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
The shot, no good. Good D by Bogdanovic. Trailblazers leading by 3. Stolen by Thompson. Bagley. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And he drops it in from the low post.
You know, he's got to keep improving this aspect of his game, but when Porter is dribbling like this, he becomes unguardable.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. You look at this Pelicans offense, Steve, it's a very free-flowing system.
Yes, this team loves to make the extra pass to get an open look. They were 3rd in the league last season in team assists per game. The back cuts they make and the willingness to share the ball are what teams strive for on the offensive end.
Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Got to pay attention to Thompson. He can sky up for those slams.
Pass to Blakeney. Over Bagley. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And here's Bagley. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. .104 left to play here in the first. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal. That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
Here's Holmes. 6 to shoot. Portland again missing. New Orleans in the lead. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Lamb. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Back to Mejri. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Looking to end the run.
Textbook defense from Klay Thompson. Did a real nice job of contesting the shot and sliding his feet on the shooters.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Pelicans ahead, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist. And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Measury. Now Isaac, guarded by Holmes. And Davis, here we go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. You're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And it's good for 2. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Checking in. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. To the paint. And Davis throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Lamb. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. More and more, Steve, the NBA becoming about two-way players. Who are some of your favorites that fit that mold?
I think option number 1 is LeBron James. He does an excellent job, and obviously because of the load he's been carrying, it's been more, I would say, silent offensively, but he's capable. Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul, Draymond Green doesn't score much on the offensive end, but you know he does a lot of things as far as passing the basketball, setting screens. So them are some of those guys. And Kevin Durant lately has become one of those guys that you can count on blocking shots.
Love all those examples. And Lamb drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Down low. Here's Bagley. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. That one on Muhammad.
And he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, when Marvin Bagley entered the league, there were some questions as to which position would he play, but the versatility he brings is special. He can guard a number of positions, score inside and out, and he is a tremendous rebounder.
Here's Johnson. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Thompson gets it to go. And one thing you can't question about Bagley, Greg, his intensity level.
As competitive as they come. He's ferocious around the rim. Oftentimes, he looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Back to Valanciunas. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now an 11-point New Orleans lead. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Hits the three-point bomb. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for New Orleans.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Here's Hammonds. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
And really the potential Bagley has is so exciting. Just an absolute menace on both ends. And you can tell he wants to be great. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to Lopez. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Trailblazers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Good on both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
On the wing, Thompson. Lopez outside. Here's Porter. Pass to Valanciunas. From 12 feet out. 4 on the shot clock. Porter, no luck. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Shooting for Portland. And Johnson drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
You can tell Clay's played in an offense that emphasized spacing and ball movement.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Johnson attacking. Pass to Biyombo. Over Valanciunas. And the baseline jumper, no good. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Michael Porter, he has the natural attributes of an elite scorer.
He's got incredibly deep range, and you can see that all the way back in high school. Almost automatic from mid-range, and as he adds strength, he'll become a force inside as well.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Down low. Johnson. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. It's Jackson with the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Reggie Jackson, a great season and a half spent in Detroit. Since that time, injuries have slowed him down.
And Jackson dealing with knee tendonitis, Steve. Then last season, a serious ankle sprain.
Grade 3, as bad as it gets. One of the league's most imposing point guards. He's got to be right, though.
Now here's Johnson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
quick first step there. Bagley's faster than most players his size. He gets up on you in a hurry.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5. Well, we know, Steve, the GMs are in a tough position in this NBA. Trying to win, obviously, is the #1 desire, but they got to balance everyone's view of the landscape. Winning now as opposed to looking what's best for the future.
And it's totally hard because we all understand what happens because you get penalized at the end of the year if you're not a team that's, you know, pretty much locked in the playoffs. You almost want to lose games to get a chance to have a better chance to get a higher draft pick. I think this is something that over the course of the next few seasons, this will be looked at very closely.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Bogdanović, no luck.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And there it is for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Count the basket.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Pelicans leading by 16. Pass to Lopez. To the inside. Outside for Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. 5 on the clock. And too long on the shot. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
Over to the wing. Here's Lopez. And no good. His first shot of the night missing. Trailblazers trailed by 14. Pass to Valanciunas. Outside Jackson. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. Here's Thompson. Here's Valanciunas.
When you have the size that Valanciunas has, there aren't many people getting in the way of your dunk.
Johnson attacking on the wing. Johnson offline with the baseline jumper.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
To the middle. New Orleans moving it around. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's Bogdanović. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. 8 points for Bojan Bogdanović. To the paint. Down low. Bagley, no good.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
So for the Pelicans. Now here's Johnson. 10 points for him. Pass to Biyombo. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Porter, no luck. Isaac with the steal. Wide open. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
.122 left in the third quarter. Here's Davis. No good on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Trailblazers trailed by 14. And great with Michael Porter, combining the length, athleticism, and scoring ability. He's a rare prospect.
I mean, in high school, he was the #1 prospect on a lot of people's lists. Had the back injury in his only year of college, but everyone knew what he could do when given the chance. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Davis. 8 points for him. Back to Mejri. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Mejri's got his second bucket tonight. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Vonleh's shot is good.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Pass to Mejri. And taken away by Johnson. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Vonleh. Good. Vonleh's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Here's Arcidiacono. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here's Portland. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Now I got it like they gave it to me, but I took it, they ain't give it to me.
Here's Lamb. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's New Orleans enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Now a timeout called by Portland. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
And Labissiere gets it to go.
And the D certainly respects Labissiere's game. In the end, though, he's just exceptional at hitting these shots despite the D's best effort.
Now here's Johnson. Clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. No good from Lamb.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
Chi. Banked in off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
It's led to a big lead. Credit the leadership on this team. They've kept everyone focused on what matters.
Inside. Here's Vonleh. No good with the layup.
When you miss the lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head. And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Chi's shot is off.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Pass to Labissiere. Here's Chi. Makes it off the glass. Chi's got 4 this quarter. Smitty, there are a lot of funny guys that play in pro sports, and the NBA is no exception now and in the past. Who would you say is the funniest guy you ever played with?
Yeah, a couple guys, Kevin. There's some funny guys. I think one that stands out as far as just being a straight comedian, had guys laughing, was Ken Norman. And I think there's another guy that was extremely funny, but he wasn't trying to be funny, was Dikembe Mutombo. Some of the things Dikembe would say and do, it was just hilarious, and he wasn't trying to be funny.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Trailblazers trailed by 12. Lamb, good.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Here's Porter. And again, no good by New Orleans. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Johnson double team. And a wide open look for Lamb. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's now 10 points for Lamb.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal. Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Man, both teams scoring at a higher rate here down the stretch.
You know what? It's all about the offense. Decisive and prolific. Fun duel to watch.
Chi's shot is off. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Shoots from 14. Pelicans leading by 6. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Outside Jackson. And again, New Orleans has no luck. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson draws the double. There's Bogdanovich. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That will be foul number 5 on him. There's 1:17 left in the game. Outside Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. Now Jackson. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Pelicans lead by 9. They double-team Johnson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. To the inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Good work there as it goes. And so it's New Orleans with it. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Bagley. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded. Where was the D there? No one was covering the open man.
Thompson outside. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Dinwiddie. Connects from downtown.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
That's his first personal foul. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Klay Thompson's game has evolved. Came into this league as a knockdown shooter. Now he's one of the better all-around players we have.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 6. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Look, tough proposition here. They've got to knock down a 3, foul, hope for some misses, then make another 3. I would not hold out much hope.